Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us on this Saturday. I'm Brittany Jeffers.
And I'm Kathy Hernandez. Feels nice out there. Meteorologist Brittany Begley is here talking about our weather, but also talking about traffic out there.
Yeah, we want to make sure if you're watching us, you are prepared. Take a look at your screen.
This developing story, we're continuing to follow an investigation into Fort Bend County Judge KP George, who is now accused in a fake social profile case to try to influence an election.
He's accused of coordinating the hoax with his former chief of staff, Patel. TJ Parker, courthouse in Richmond now with a breakdown of the case. TJ?
Following a drive-by shooting in the greater Inwood area, police, well, every school district has its own rules when it comes to students and cell phones, but that could soon change. The TEA commissioner has now endorsed a statewide ban on cell phones in classrooms.
Switching gears now, it's the weekend. The skies are clear. That means it's the perfect time to head on out with the family.
Yeah, and there is a lot going on this morning with the Hispanic Heritage Month party as well as movies on the lawn. Great time. Well, October is almost here, and this means that it's time to start celebrating Oktoberfest. And
number right now, 5 to win the AL West.
That's what we need.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll focus on that. All right, out the door, very humid. But before we get to weather, we've got an accident Brittany's keeping an eye on for us.
Yeah, happening now. If you are headed out, take a look at your...
Brittany, it's an issue that could impact about 30 million women.
Yeah, certain tampons are testing positive for toxic metals.
Now to a topic that could affect more than 30 million women in the U.S. The Food and Drug Administration is now investigating metals found in tampons.
And health reporter Haley Hernandez has more on what's been found.
Joining us on this Saturday morning, it is September 21st. I'm Kathy Hernandez.
And I'm Brittany Jeffers. Thanks for joining us. A muggy start to your Saturday, but first, Brittany is keeping a very close eye on traffic out there.
Yeah, our team is committed to making sure if you're waking up with us, you're in the know, especially when it comes to weather and traffic. Take a look at your
story. Fort Bend County Judge KP George is now accused in helping fake social media accounts to try to influence a local election.
A search warrant from the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office alleges that George coordinated the hoax with his former chief of staff, Patel. KPRC2 reports warning outside of the Fort Bend County Courthouse in Richmond with the latest on what we know about this. TJ. 64-year-old man was found dead inside of an apartment. Investigators say he was shot multiple times in the Meyerland area. This happened. And now to the Harding Street murder trial that involves former HPD narcotics officer Gerald Goins. Both the state and the defense have rested their cases.
KPRC2 is the only local media station keeping you updated daily from inside the courtroom with our multi-platform coverage that we call The Bench. Investigator Mario Diaz has a look ahead. Temperatures out there tracking the tropics, but also tracking the traffic with a terrible crash here in the Deer Park area.
And every time we go to commercial break, it seems like something new is happening. So let me show you a live look.
Well, we introduce you to a family that lost their home during heavy storms back in May.
And the Spencer Solves It team helped that family with a brand new home, and now they're going the extra mile.
Welcome back. Spencer solves it again. We introduce you to a family who lost their entire home and everything they owned during a terrifying storm.
Yeah, this happened just as Nakia Youngblood was just weeks away from giving birth. And that's when Bill Spencer and the Spencer Solves It team stepped in and got him a brand new home. Now Bill is going one step further.
Back today on a brand new episode of Eat Like a Local Neighborhood Spots.
It's going to be a great one. Chris Shepard, excuse me, he's going to meet the chefs who set up shop inside of some local neighborhoods.
Me too. And you know what? Even though we are hungry, we got to get to business first. So traffic and weather together again as you head out right now, and our forecast coming up next week.
A lot of sunshine there.
Yeah, a lot to monitor for sure. All right, well, more local news stories streaming right now on the KPR so much. And this morning, we're continuing to dig into a search warrant from the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office that alleges County Judge KP George helped in a fake social media profile case to influence an election.
He's accused of coordinating the hoax with his former chief of staff, Patel. KPRC2's TJ Parker is live outside the Fort Bend County Courthouse in Richmond. These new allegations, TJ.
so much. And this morning, we're continuing to dig into a search warrant from the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office that alleges County Judge KP George helped in a fake social media profile case to influence an election.
He's accused of coordinating the hoax with his former Chief of Staff, Thurl Patel. KPRC2's TJ Parker is live outside the Fort Bend County Courthouse in Richmond. These new allegations, TJ.
Well, Harris County says that it is prepared to fight Attorney General Ken Paxton's latest lawsuit targeting its new version of the Uplift Harris program.
The county attorney's office says its new program aimed at helping some of the county's most unfortunate families now has spending restrictions.
Every school district has its own rules when it comes to students and cell phones, but that could soon change. The TEA commissioner has now endorsed a statewide ban on cell phones in classrooms. To a major recall alert that you should know about, more than 137,000 platform beds have now been recalled for safety-related reasons. And remember that you can see Mr. O's Children's Museum segments every Saturday morning right here on KPRC2. The Children's Museum, however, wants to remind you that some of these experiments can be dangerous and require adult supervision.
High, and we're going to stick with these high temperatures for quite some time.
I know, yeah. Fall is tomorrow, and we've been just tracking these animals. Let me give you the latest update. That's true.
And fall, and this is not fall.
I know, yeah.
I'm not complaining because honestly, when it gets like 20 degrees sometimes in Houston, I'm like,
We'll remember this
Maybe
moment.
just somewhere in the middle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and speaking of, can you believe it? Tomorrow marks the first day of fall. What better way to celebrate than with a festival?
Absolutely. I'm so ready for it. The Children's Museum Houston is kicking off their Welcome back, everyone. Happening today, the Children's Museum Houston is kicking off their Mid-Autumn Festival, and it is jam-packed day. It's full of tons of different activities honoring Vietnamese culture and the history behind the Mid-Autumn Fest.
You can bet it's going to be a fun time. Joining us now to tell us more is Ton Lee, board chair for the Vietnamese Culture and Science Association, plus our good old friend Henry Yao of the Children's Museum Houston. Good morning to you both. Thank you.
Great to have you here.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And before we dive into the activities at the museum,
Absolutely. So, of course, the lion dancers, which is the hit during this festival.
We can't wait. We get to see that in a little while, but it sounds like an incredible time. We know people watching at home are going to want to check this out. How do they go about buying tickets?
Absolutely. They can go to our website, cmhouston.org, get tickets there, or they can just walk up and get tickets at...
it's different cultures.
Last week we had the same celebration at the Energy Center, and we were on here as well over Houston Life, and we talk about the celebration of food and why you have an egg yolk inside of the cake, because it's representing the moon, right? So we have several different versions of the moon cake. You have from hearty meaty to red bean to, but in Vietnam it's a very big things because it's close to the harvest time, and we celebrate and we embrace the family aspect at that time.
And I love that. Embrace the culture, embrace the family.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful, exciting celebration. Thank you for coming on to talk to us about it, Ton and Henry. We so appreciate it. And remember, you can watch all this information and a replay of the segment online at clicktohouston.com after the show. It'll be under the community section on our website.
And the fun is not over. Later in the show, we'll get a preview of the Dragon and Lion Dance right here on KPRC2. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Thanks so much for joining us on this Saturday. I'm Brittany Jeffers. It is feeling hot out there.
Yep, absolutely.
It is definitely feeling hot. I love that you showed the hour by hour, because we got a plan for those triple-digit feels like temperatures. It's hot, it's sticky. Let me show you Galveston. I was like, oh, when I talk about hot and sticky, I'm like, let me get into the water.
Yeah,
right?
we need a beach.
I know, yeah, like hot and sticky. Let me show you that camera, because it's really going to just show you the beach.
Into Fort Bend County Judge KP George, who is now accused in helping a fake social media profile case in influencing an election. He's accused of coordinating the hoax with his former Chief of Staff, Thurl Patel.
Keeping us live this morning outside of the Fort Bend County Courthouse in Richmond with a breakdown of this case and what we know right now. TJ. All right, TJ, thank you. In the meantime, police are asking for the public's help getting a dangerous suspect off of the streets. Well, today is World Alzheimer's Awareness Day, and we're focusing on a study that shows links to hearing loss and dementia.
Licensed hearing care professional at Hear USA, Jessica Nader, talked to Haley Hernandez on KPRC 2 Plus now at 7 o'clock. The Texans have had a great start to the season, going 2-0 for the first time since 2016.
And the defending AFC South champs are getting ready to face another undefeated team, the Minnesota Vikings.
Texans going to be hot, hot, hot.
Yeah.
Hot on the field
everywhere.
and hot in Houston.
I was like,
Everywhere.
I don't know the football things you're going to say, but I'm going to agree with it because you said hot and then a hot. There you go. All right, hot. Let's get to it. One more time. It's so nerdy, but you know what I mean.
It's going to be hot.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Brittany.
Welcome back. We've been waiting all morning for this. Get ready. The Soaring Phoenix Dragon and Lion Dance Association is here in studio.
It's going to be incredible, and this is all in celebration of the Children's Museum Houston's Mid-Autumn Fest. And if you've never seen a dragon and lion dance before, you are in for a treat. This is going to be incredible. Take it away. Welcome back, everyone. We've got a story now that'll make your weekend even sweeter. The newest M&M flavor is a spin on a classic sandwich combo.
The candies feature berry-flavored chocolate with a peanut butter center. And today on a brand new episode of Eat Like a Local, Neighborhood Spots.
It's going to be a great one. Chris Shepard meets the chefs who set up shops inside of local neighborhoods. I got a list going at this point.
That's good, and I love that he supports local businesses, so that makes it even better. I want to show you the zoo again. You can see by maybe next week we'll be in the 80s, so we'll get to that fall-like season eventually.
I am ready.
I know, me too.
All right. Thanks, Brittany. Make sure y'all stick around.
That's right. We'll be back with another hour on Cape Day, September 21st. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kathy Hernandez.
And I'm Brittany Jeffers. It is the last day of summer officially, but it's still feeling like it out there, Brittany.
Oh, it is feeling like summer. It's going to feel like summer, and that is the theme. Let me show you a live look outside. You're going to see that sun is now up, and traffic is slowly moving, or actually meaning that it's not too crazy on the Southwest Freeway, I should say. But the live look will just show you that.
Congratulations, and in case we've been following for you, Fort Bend County Judge KP George is now accused of helping fake social media accounts in hopes of influencing an election.
A search warrant from the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office alleges that George coordinated the hoax with his former chief of staff, Patel. Now, Kate, are joining us live outside of the Fort Bend County Courthouse in Richmond this morning with a look at what we know. TJ. A drive-by shooting in the greater Inwood area. Police tell us that she was...
It's the weekend, the skies are clear, and that means it's the perfect time to head out with the family.
And there's always a lot going on, and this morning there's a Hispanic Heritage Month party. There's movies on the lawn. October's almost here, so that means it's time to start celebrating Oktoberfest.
Is 5, so
there you go.
I'm sure they'll reach that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's
winning. And winning in the weather department, right?
If you like to eat,
it's hot.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, it's not raining, but I guess rain would actually cool us off. But yes, we're winning. I like that. There you go. And 5 is the lucky number we need in the sports. All right, let's take a live
up.
Yeah, exactly.
No jackets, but 80 sounds glorious.
Oh my goodness.
In comparison.
Yes, it does.
We'll take it. All right.